Hi guys, in this video I will teach you how to design cover for iPhone 13. So if you have not seen my video on how to design iPhone 13, please watch that. You will need that design to make this cover. And please do watch the surface modeling techniques for the spoon design because this cover is pretty much done using all surface features. So I will go ahead and get started. Okay, so with the iPhone design, this is where I left off with my design, but I'll go ahead and begin my cover design. So first thing what you want to do is click on the surface, then click on offset surface, right? And give it about 0.01 inches. So I'm working with inches. I'm not working with millimeters. I'm working with inches. So after you give that offset distance, then go ahead and I'll go ahead and click on the surfaces that I want offsetted. So I'll go ahead and begin. So I'll click on that surface, and I'll just pretty much go around and pick up all the surfaces. Surface, um, surface is there. That surface, that surface, that surface, that surface, that. And I'll click on the flat for my buns as well. That surface, and this surface as well. And from back here, I will do the flat surface, that surface, that surface. So I'm pretty much going around and just picking up the outer faces of my iPhone. So so when I'm done with this, it will be a like the surface models. You won't have any thickness or anything. So I'm almost done here. So I think I pretty much have all the surfaces that I need from the iPhone, and I'll go ahead and click on my check mark, press OK, and I'm gonna hide my iPhone and I'll look at my surfaces. So up here, go to solid bodies and just click on the this arrow button here, and you can just hide it from here. Hide that. Now what I have is pretty much the outside surfaces of my iPhone 13 that's offsetted outward about 0.01 inches there. So next thing what I will do is I will work on these features here and I'll try to merge. So right now I have about four independent surfaces. So what I will need to do is combine all these surfaces to the main surface, this guy right here. Um, so I'll go ahead and do that. So in this, to do that, what I'll do is I'll most likely use a rule surface and extend surface here, but I'll go ahead and begin. So I'll work on this surface first. I'll rotate it. So what I'll do is I'll click on that line. I'll do right click and do select open loop. So it'll go around and pretty much select the whole all the edges for me there, and I would click on rule surface, right? And here You have a couple options here. You have tangent to surface, will be flat. You have normal to surface, it'll be 90-degree, and that's what I'm looking for. And I will flip it to the other side. Flip it to the other side there. So what I'm trying to do here is, so I'm trying to, um, so I'll extend this feature here. So I'm trying to make that indented feature for the buttons here. And I'll show you what it will look like when I'm done. Um, so after that, once you do that, I'm gonna delete, no, I'll leave the color for now. Um, so what I'll do is I'll need to extend this, that the lines for this hole as well, so it will intersect this rule surface I just created. So what I want is the surfaces to be inside of that rule surface, so I can trim it here, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Click on that line, right click, do select open loop, and do extend surface, right? Give it like 0.02 or just enough so that it intersects that rule surface. So if you were to rotate it, do it, and do a same surface there, click OK. So if you look at that surface I just created, I can give it like a different color, give it like a dark color for now so it's easier to see. Yep, so that extended surface I just created from that surface, it's inside of that rule surface. So what I'll do is I'll need to trim these surfaces. So click on trim surface. Um, use use this rule surface as your trim tool. Right, click on this guy. Now go down, click on remove selection, and click on that surface. Right now it removes that surfaces for me, and I'll need to do it one more time. So I'm going to do trim surface. Now for my trim tool, click on the main body, right? Because I want to remove that extended surfaces. So click on this guy, remove, and click on this guy. So if you look at it, it looks, now I have that indented feature and I have all these. Pretty much what I'm trying to do is when you thicken this part, you have to make sure they all line up. You want to make sure there are no holes between your these connection points. Otherwise, you won't be able to do a thicken. It won't work. So when you do a trim and knit feature, and I'll show you like here I can now knit these to the main body. So click on your two surfaces, click on that surface, hold down control and click on, yep, okay, so click on that surface, that surface, that surfaces, and that surface, and click on knit surface, and shouldn't be a face, but see what it does, and click on the check mark. Okay, yeah, it didn't work. You need to click on the whole, the everything there, not the face, right? Because if you see, look at it, there's a dark line here. That means the surface was knitted only here, here, and here, but it's open everywhere else. But I don't want that. Um, I'll delete that again, and I will do it one more time. So the surfaces I want to knit are that surface, my trim 6, and hopefully let's see what that surface is, and this surface right there. Click on it, do knit surface, and click on the check mark. Now see how everything turns black. That means all my surfaces are merged together. So if I were to click on this guy, see how it highlights that surfaces and they are merged there. So I want to change the color. That blue is making it hard to see, so I'll just change that color one more time and I'll just do face. I could just remove the color that was already there. Let's see what that does. Yep, it gives me nice surfaces here to look at for now. But I'm not sure if it moved the color from my iPhone. No, it did not. But I can add that color back later on. It's not a big deal. Um, I'll hide that. Okay, so you want to do the same thing here. So you want to do rule surface, right click on that line, do an open loop, and flip it to the other side. Make sure it's normal too, and just give it a 0.05 depth. Same thing. Now that open hole on the cover, um, click on that line, right click, do select open loop, and you can extend the surface inward so it intersects with the rule surface there. And what I'll do is trim these unneeded surfaces again. Trim surface, trim tool, click on my rule surface, remove selection, click on the inside surface that's excess there. I'll delete it, do it one more time, trim surface, make this the body as a tool, and you want to remove this guy from the body. So click on it. So now you have that really nice looking feature here. Um, Same thing on this side. So click on rule surfaces and do right click on the line, right click, do open loop, flip it, and exit out. And the same thing one more time, but you want to extend it on the outside, the hole on the skin. Click on it, right click, do select open loop, do extend surface inward, and we can do the trim again. You can do trim surface, make the rule surface as your tool, and you want to remove that inside material. You can do it one more time. Click on trim surface, click on the that didn't work. Trim surface, that body as a tool, and the excess material you want to remove is this guy here. Click on that surface and press OK. And there you go. So these are still open. We still need to go and knit or merge all these open surfaces to the main body, like I showed you how to do it there. But to do that, I could do all that at once, right? So here I have that knit surface I created earlier. This knit surface for this guy, but I'll delete it. Okay, it gave me through a bunch of errors. I don't want to do that. I'll just do undo there. Do okay, it gave me a problem there, but I'll go see what's the problem here. Oh, okay. So rule surface and remove selection. Oh, okay, just extended the surface outward instead of I'm not sure what it did here, but I'll go ahead and fix that there. I'll delete that. Yeah, surface body can be tricky, guys, so you have to be very careful here. I think we just close that loop here. Is that an extra surface that created there? That extend surface there. Oh, it extended it. So I'll delete that there. Okay, now I am back to normal. I'm back to where I was there, but yeah, that threw off I guess that didn't like it. It threw up a error when I deleted that knit surface. But what I could have done was I didn't have to do the knit surface here. I could have done it once everything was ready to be knitted, like here. All these opens. If you go to your surface body, go ahead and click all of them. Hold down a shift and click the last surface and do knit surface here and just click on the check mark, and now I have one body. That means all the open surfaces that was there, now they're all closed and merged into that body. Now what I can do now is I can do a thicken here, and I can make a solid body out of this surface body here. But let me show you how to do that. So click on this surface body, go to thicken, and I'm just going to give it a really low thickness here, 0.02. And the outside, I want to do it outside. I don't want to go inward. And that looks about right there, and press OK. And there you go. So it went from a surface body to a solid body because I gave it a thickness there. But I left that hole just like that. If you want to try to do the similar thing with the extend surface and rule surfaces, you could do that here as well. But yeah, let me go ahead and give this a color. And so that's pretty much how you utilize surface model to create a whole different part. Here I did not even do a single sketch to make this part, but to create this part with sketches it'll be very complicated. But yeah, this is a advanced surface modeling techniques here. Then if you're working with like a plastics and working with injection molded part, this will come really handy here. So just keep that in mind. But let me give it a color to this feature. I will go to appearance and just give it a nice color, whatever looks good to you, something like that. It's a red color here, but change the color if you don't like it. Okay, make it like more maroon type of color there. And I'm going to turn on my iPhone also. So this right here is my iPhone there. So I have two bodies, one cover and one iPhone there. So I lost my color on the iPhone, but that's okay. There you can add a color to your iPhone if you want just by clicking there. I'm going to hold down, press my space bar, do isometric, and there you go. I just designed a cover. Now I'm going to do a collapse here. So what I'll do here is, so with these, what you can do is also, if you were to click on a right click and you can do insert into new part, now you can create a new part from here, and you can just give it a new name and save it to a file you want. So these are two independent separate parts where you can just make it independent from each other, right? Just click on right click and go to insert into new part and just choose a file you want to put it to, right? And just go ahead and give it a name, and you'll just create a new part. And after that, you can go to assembly, create a assembly with these parts together. But I will save that for a different time when I do a tutorial on assemblies. But in the part file, I can move this part out of the way, and I'll show you how to do that. If you go to insert features, you go to move and copy. Make sure your copy is unchecked. I don't want to make a copy. I just want to move that out of the way. Click on it. Now click on the part you want to move. Click on your iPhone and just drag it out like that. There, and drag it however much you need there, and press OK, and there you go. So kind of looks like an assembly, but this is still a part file, not assembly. But like I said earlier, save these as independent pieces, and you can make an assembly out of it as well. but I'll show you how to do that on the later videos. Once again, hopefully you guys like this video. If you like it, please subscribe, leave some comments, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. And once again, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.